What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another one. If you're new to the channel, I am goldpony. This is goldpony crypto, and so a ton has changed since the last time I've actually made a video on the Cryptocom metal Visa cards. I actually started my journey with the Ruby Steel. I now have had the Jade Green for a little over 3 years now. So I'm definitely a believer in the cards themselves at this point. And whenever anyone talks about crypto cards, the go-to is always the Crypto.com metal Visa cards. Nobody talks about any of the other ones, so there is a reason for that. So in this video, I'm going to be going over what the Crypto.com Visa cards are, how to go ahead and get one, all the amazing benefits, how to go ahead and use it, and I'm going to be starting with my number 10 reason on my list and working my way all the way to number 1 on my top 10 reasons to go ahead and get one of these Crypto.com Visa cards. But as always, before we get started, nothing in this video should be considered financial advice. It's simply for educational and entertainment purposes. As always, please do your own research, and if at some point in the video you find yourself wanting to pick up one of these Crypto.com cards, go ahead and feel free to use my referral code. It is goldpony, all lowercase, all one word. Helps me out, helps the channel out, also helps you out as well. So when you sign up for one of these cards, you actually get a free $50 worth of Crow deposited into your Crypto.com app. On top of that, since I've partnered up with Crypto.com, in addition to that, you also get an extra $10 if you transact $100 on the Crypto.com card within the first 30 days. And on top of that, another $10 if you trade $500 worth of crypto on the app as well. So $70 in total. That's pretty good. So let me go ahead and start with what these cards actually are. They are a prepaid metal Visa card. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that's metal to metal, so that is pretty stinking cool. They're essentially similar to a debit card, except debit cards are linked to a bank account. These aren't linked to a bank account. You essentially just top them up. To go ahead and top them up, essentially it's either going to be through a bank-to-bank transfer. There's no fee for that. You could do it through credit or debit cards. You could do it through PayPal. There's a bunch of different options, but it is also a Visa card, so it is accepted anywhere Visa is accepted, which is pretty much everywhere at this point. I'll show a clip on the screen right now of me actually being at Chili's and using the card. So pretty much everywhere you can go, whether it be the grocery store, out to the movies, restaurants, you can actually use it to pay bills as well. I'm going to be touching on that in the video. The only thing I think you really can't use it for, and even at that, you can use it, but you're not going to get any crowback rewards, and that's going to be if you pay the government. So if you're paying some kind of government entity, you could still use it if they accept Visa, that is, but you're not going to get the crowback rewards that I'm going to touch on here in a second. But first, let's touch on how to go ahead and get one of these Crypto.com cards. So first thing you want to do is download the Crypto.com app. That's on any smart device, whether it be a tablet or a smartphone. Once you have that downloaded, on the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there's going to be a card icon. If you go ahead and tap that, it's going to give you choices of all the different card tiers that you can sign up for. There is a Midnight Blue tier, there is Ruby Steel, Jade Green, Royal Indigo, Rose Gold, Icy White, there's Obsidian, and then there is Prime. So in that particular order, from absolutely no benefits with the Midnight Blue to you got some benefits with the Ruby Steel and higher, of course. The other thing I wanted to mention real quick, when you sign up for one of these, that $70 bonus only applies to the Ruby Steel and higher as well. So with all of those tiers, the way the Crypto.com cards work is you do have to lock up a specific amount of Crow for a period of 6 months. After that 6-month time period is up, you have the choice then to either remove that Crow and take it back. Since we're in a bull run this year for 2025, more than likely it's probably going to go up in value, as that's what it always has done in the past. But you can leave that locked up Crow there if you wanted to retain the benefits that you're going to get with these cards, or you do have the option to take it out. So let's touch on the amounts real quick. The Midnight Blue is going to be the free card. You don't get any benefits with that, but the Ruby Steel, that one you lock up $500 for. Then there is the Jade Green or Royal Indigo. You can pick the color that you want, but for that tier, it's going to be $5,000. Next tier is the Rose Gold or Icy White. Again, you get to pick the color there. That one is going to be, you have to lock up $50,000 for 6 months. Then there is the Obsidian for $500,000, and lastly, the Prime. That one you have to lock up $1 million worth of Crow. And by the way, I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this video because I've already done a video on that specific card as well. But so now, having said all of that, let's go ahead and move on to the benefits of the Crypto.com card, starting with number 10 on my list. And so number 10 on my list is going to be the Crow back rewards. So crypto back rewards whenever you use the card, wherever you go, except when you pay a government institution. I already said that, but this has actually been buffed for 2025. So I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of updates. So if you've watched one of my videos before, there are so many updates for the 2025 Crypto.com card. So let me go over that real quick. I'm going to be looking down at my phone for a second here. Midnight Blue, obviously you get nothing back, because like I said, that's the free one. But Ruby Steel, you now get 2% back back on all purchases for the first year, and that's going to be limited at $25 back per month. You got the Jade Green Royal Indigo, the one that I have, you get 3.5% back for the first year for using that one. That one's limited at $75 a month cap. Then you got the Rose Gold Icy White, you get 5% back on all purchases. That's nuts. There's no cap for that either. That's pretty exciting. Obsidian, 6.5% back on all purchases, no cap on that. And lastly, the Crypto.com Prime card, you get 8% back on that. Again, no cap for those rewards. That's nuts. But anyways, like I said, you can use this anywhere Visa is accepted, so all the basic places I already mentioned, but also you can link up your Netflix, your Spotify, your Disney Plus, all of your subscription-based services. You can link them up with the Crypto.com card, and you can get Crowback rewards whenever they come out as well. So another way you can earn some passive income with crypto. And you can also use them to pay bills. That's something that I personally do. So things like my TV bill, things like my phone bill, I also pay that. Healthcare bills, I use the card to pay those as well. Any kind of donations I'm making to charity, I use the card for that as well. Why not, you know? So it is really my go-to card. I do utilize it for everything because you get so much back over time. Number 9 on my list is going to be the fact that they are metal cards. They are very heavy duty. I'll see if I can get up a close-up for you guys here. So this is how it is held up over time. It is held up a heck of a lot better than any of the plastic cards that I personally have, so I'm a big fan of that. The other cool thing with the fact that them being metal cards, whenever you give them to somebody, like when you're going through a drive-thru or something like that, you will get comments. I have gotten comments plenty of times, specifically with Taco Bell and McDonald's for whatever reason. If I'm going through a fast food drive-thru for my kids or something like that, a lot of times they'll comment on the heaviness, or they'll just be like, I've never felt a metal card before. This is kind of cool. And it does kind of make you feel like a baller. And just a disclaimer there, my kids don't eat Taco Bell, they eat McDonald's. But anyways, you get the point. Number 8 reason on my list is going to be reimbursement for Spotify up to $13.99 per month. So for the Ruby Steel, the Jade Green, and the Royal Indigo, this feature or perk is going to be available for up to the first 6 months of you having the card. After that, it is going to stop. You can still keep your card linked though to Spotify. It's still going to give you your regular Crowback rewards, whatever tier you sign up for. It's just not going to be 100% up to $13.99. And of course, anything over that, you get your regular rewards back, whether that be 2 or 3.5%. But for the other card tiers, you get 100% back up to $13.99 per month for indefinitely. You just keep on getting that back every single month. So that's for the Rose Gold, Icy White, and higher. So that's a pretty cool perk. Number 7 on my list is going to be 100% reimbursement for Netflix. And again, that's up to $13.99 per month for the Jade Green, Royal Indigo, and up. So for the Jade Green, Royal Indigo, it's going to be for the first 6 months. For the Rose Gold, Icy White, it's going to be indefinitely. You always are going to get that. So again, another really cool perk. I remember getting over 200 Crow back when I had that still going in my first 6 months of the card. So that was pretty stinking cool. And I still have my Netflix linked up to my Crypto.com card, so I am still getting money back. It's just not 100% at this point because I'm past that 6 months, but pretty cool perk. Number 6 on my list, this is going to be a new one for 2025. They didn't have this previously when I signed up for the card, or even last year, is you get new bonus card rewards. And this is a section available in the Crypto.com app now, where essentially it pulls your location and then it gives you all the businesses within your local area. You can get over that regular rate that you typically would get back from using your card in other places. Like, take for example the Jade Green. If you were to get the Jade Green like I have, and then you earn 3.5% back on everything. However, let me look down at my app here real quick. For El Rodeo, let's say, the Mexican restaurant, you get 5% back if you were to go there. Jersey Mike's, you get 5% back. Adidas Outlet Store, if I were to go to Gettysburg and go there, I would get 4% back. Disney Plus, you get 10% back. If I were to sign up for AT&T Fiber Internet, I get $50 back in Crow, and there's plenty of other different deals if you use your Crypto.com card, so make sure you check out that section of the app, because another way to passively invest in crypto. And by the way, I might as well mention it now, when I say that you get Crow back rewards, you can transfer that easily to any of the other cryptos on the Crypto.com app. So you could take that Crow and immediately swap it into Bitcoin if you want, or Ethereum, or any of the other 300 plus cryptos on the app, or you can leave it in Crow if you want to. That's personally what I do, actually, so you do have options. Number 5 on my list is going to be priority support, and this applies to the Jade Green / Royal Indigo or higher. So I've personally used their support system within the Crypto.com app, and it has always been stellar. They're very quick at getting back to you, so I'm a big fan of that. I've never had any issues with Crypto.com support. And actually, come to think of it, even when I've DM'd Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com on X, he still gets back to me. So it really is kind of incredible, their customer support actually. What CEO actually responds back to you on X to just a regular customer like me? That's crazy. Number 4 on my list is going to be airport lounge access. This is pretty sticking cold now. Not every single airport has an airport lounge where it's kind of like a VIP area for specific people that own Crypto.com cards, and there's other ways to get in there, of course, but a lot of them do. So BWI does. That's the one I'm closest to, and it's just a cool little place to be. They have flat screen TVs. They give you free food, much more comfortable seating than you otherwise would get, of course. But it really is just kind of a VIP area, so I guess it makes it seem kind of cool too. Number 3 on my list is going to be Crow lockup rewards. And so you're probably wondering at the beginning of the video, this Crow that I lock up, this $500, this $5,000, this $50,000, whatever the case is, do I actually earn anything on that? You do. You earn a good bit actually. Well, not if you get the Ruby Steel actually, but the other cards you do. So this perk starts with the Jade Green Royal Indigo card tier. So with that particular card tier, you actually earn 4% on the $5,000 that you lock up for those 6 months. So every single week, it gets paid out weekly, you get 4% on that $5,000, which adds up. But it does get better as you go up in the card tiers. Let me look down on my phone again for this. 8.5% on the $50,000 that you lock up for the Rose Gold or Icy White. By the way, last year, that was previously 7%. So again, another buff for the 2025 year here. 9.5% then on the Obsidian. Again, previously, last year, it was 7%. Another change they made for the better. And lastly, the Prime card that gives you 10.5% on the $1 million that you lock up. That's absolutely nuts. So like I said, those have been changed for the better. So another reason I needed to make this video. Number 2 on my list is going to be increased earn rates. So what this means is if you simply download the Crypto.com app, you will get these earn rates, but you get better earn rates if you actually sign up for the Crypto.com card. And so the way these earn rates work is there's 3 different levels. There's the flexible level where you earn the least. Then there's the 1-month lockup where you earn a little bit more, actually a good bit more. And then there's the 3-month lockup where you earn even more than that. So the longer you lock it up, the more you can earn on a bunch of different cryptos, not just Crow, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Polkadot. I could go on and on. Take for example, I have the Jade Green. I can earn 6% on my Crow if I lock it up for 3 months, whereas the Ruby Steel can earn 4% on their Crow if they lock it up for 3 months. Still good either way, you just get a little bit more with the Jade Green, Royal Indigo, and up. Another example is I can earn 5% on my Bitcoin, Ruby Steel will give you 4%, and you can earn on a ton of other cryptos like I was saying as well. You can earn 12% on Polkadot, 8.5% on Avalanche, 12% on Cosmos, 5.5% on Ethereum, 4.5% on Cardano, 7% on Solana, and 50% on Capybara, which is a meme coin on Kronos. So yeah. And then lastly, number 1 reason to get the Crypto.com card on my list here is everything's going to continue to get better because we're in a bull run year right now, and Crypto.com wants to bring as many people onto their app as possible. So more than likely, and this is not financial advice, but the price of Crow is going to go up. Last bull run, the price of Crow went from like 5 cents to 96 cents during that bull run year. And it was amazing. And so when all these prices start going up, you essentially have 2 options here in the US. Honestly, that's really about it. As far as the good ones go, you have Coinbase or you have Crypto.com. I actually started out with Coinbase and I had nothing wrong with that. Plenty good experience there, but I wanted more. I wanted more cryptos to be able to purchase. And Crypto.com does have more. They have over 300 different cryptos at this point. You can actually buy NFTs on their Crypto.com/NFT platform as well. I guess I'll leave that video at the end of this one as well, but you could just do more with the app. And it's the most regulated exchange in the entire world at this point. They have more regulatory licenses than anybody else out there at this point. They bought the Staples Center. They turned it into the Crypto.com Arena. They're patch partners with the Philadelphia 76ers, which I'm a fan of because I'm from Pennsylvania. They have the largest partnership ever with the UFC. They've partnered with LeBron James. They had that classic Matt Damon ad back in the day. They've partnered with Aston Martin. They've partnered with Formula One. They have the Kronos chain. They have their own EVM compatible chain, which I personally love using. I use it all the time. They also have their Crypto.com on-chain wallet, which used to be called the DeFi wallet. Now they call it the on-chain wallet, but that's very fun to use as well if you're into DeFi staking, yield farming. NFTs, things like that. And of course, they have a stellar reputation for security, and that's due in part because one of the co-founders of Crypto.com, being Gary Orr, was a white hat hacker. By the way, he's now in charge of Kronos Labs, helping to bring new apps to the ecosystem there, but he definitely knows what he's doing in terms of security. And like I said previously, there's still more benefits to come for 2025 for the Crypto.com cards. Like in the future, they're going to be giving you 10% back on travel, personal cash accounts coming soon. There's global transfers coming soon, instant trading access coming soon, 6% rewards on cash. There's going to be rebates on buying crypto with cash. You have stocks bonuses, which yes, you can now trade stocks within the Crypto.com app. I've seen that on my app as well, so that's kind of cool if you want to buy MicroStrategy or Google or whatever the case. There's also going to be phone support coming soon, which is really unheard of anywhere in the tech space, whether it be another exchange in crypto or like Instagram or Meta. I know they don't have any phone support either, so that is pretty nuts. And then also there is availability for a private account manager coming soon as well for the higher card tiers. And this stuff is all within their app right now. You could see it that it is coming soon, but you do need a Crypto.com card to actually take advantage of these benefits. So all of this stuff, I don't see it being done on any of the other crypto exchanges out there. So Crypto.com is not here to take part. They are here to take over. And that is what Chris said in his last AMA. And that is what they are doing right now. A couple more last things I wanted to mention with the Crypto.com cards though, is you do get free ATM withdrawals up to a certain amount. You can actually withdraw up to $10,000 per month using the Crypto.com card as well. So this is a great way to take profits in this bull run for 2025. You sell your crypto and you top up your Crypto.com card with those sold profits. And then from there, you can either spend it or you can withdraw that through an ATM up to $10,000 per month. So that's kind of cool. And then the other big thing I wanted to mention is after the 6 month is up for your lockup period for these cards, you have the choice to either take that money back, but if you do that, you do lose the majority of your benefits that you get with the card, or you can leave it locked up further than that 6 months and then withdraw it at any time after that. So I currently have mine locked up for like 3 years right now, and I can withdraw it at any second now if I wanted to because I'm past that 6 month time frame. But I'm gonna leave it locked up for now because I am still earning a heck of a lot back using the Crypto.com cards, and I still use it on a regular basis. And it is not the top of the bull run quite yet, so yeah, we'll definitely keep it there for now. And then the other thing is Chris, the CEO of Crypto.com, is now working with President Trump, so it doesn't get any better than that. And again, if you did want to sign up for one of these Crypto.com cards, feel free to use my referral code. Again, goldpony, all lowercase, all one word when you get into the app there. It's going to give you up to $70, which gives you a little bit more because I'm partnered up with them. So you got that going for you too. And it does support me and the channel. I get a little bit as well. But anyways, that's about it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video helped. If you do have any questions, just put them in the comments section. I'll do my best to respond back to everyone there. But feel free to follow me on X at goldponycrypto for different cryptocurrency updates. Be sure to hit the subscribe and the bell notification button if you're into Crypto.com, Crow, and Kronos, because that is what we do here on this channel after all. Do appreciate you guys watching more than you know. I will see you guys all in the next video. Stay gold.